Can you hear me? All right. Good evening. My name is Kelsey Perdue, and I'm the founder of Show and Tell Books. Imagine you're a parent or guardian, an auntie like me, or an educator looking for a new and exciting book for your young reader. And you don't want just any book. You want a book that is interesting enough to engage and motivate, with relatable characters and stories that your little one can learn from. You look for an ebook in the App Store, but you don't find really anything. You assume you must sacrifice convenience for the quality book that your little one deserves. You jet to the bookstore, and you are happy to find a large selection of high-quality books, and you're sure you'll find what you need. Except you don't. There is something else missing. The problem is there are not a lot of options to browse and choose diverse or multicultural books. And it's not just your experience or mine. This is a common reality, because in the last 21 years, only 10% of children's books published featured multicultural content. This is certainly not in line with the makeup or the interests of our youngest population. So that is the problem. My business is the solution. Show and Tell Books is a website and mobile application that connects families with already published children's books. It is an online library that specializes in diverse texts. Books come in electronic format and are customizable to age and interest for the best possible reading experience. Users can also purchase hard copies of books if that is their reading preference. A look at the book industry shows that books still remain the #1 weekly activity for kids between the ages of 0 and 10. And 50% of children between the ages of 2 and 9 are e-reading daily. My target market is parents of color, my target market are parents, particularly parents of colors, parents of children with diverse abilities, and parents in non-traditional family structures. The parents that I'm targeting have kids between the ages of 4 and 8 and make over $40,000 a year. There are no direct competitors in this space. Indirect competitors fail in either quantity, quality, accessibility, or diversity. Show and Tell Books looks to deliver in all 4 of these areas. This business uses a subscription-based model. Customers receive 2 books every month worth approximately $22 for the price of $21.99. Revenue comes from these subscriptions, and selling advertising space on the website or app is an additional revenue opportunity. With $20,000 in startup costs and $2,000 per month of costs, sales projections predict the business will be profitable in as little as 8 months. My experiences and time as an educator has prepared me to lead the development of this product. Prize money will go towards building the only product that makes it easy to browse, purchase, and read diverse books. Thank you.
Can you give me an idea where the source of your information is on the 10% of the books that are focused on multicultural?
Of course. The Children's Cooperative Book Center out of the University of Wisconsin collects book data every year of published children's books and other categories, so that data comes from them. And they're a leader in that space.
So you talked a little bit about the revenue model. How many subscriptions do you need to acquire on a monthly basis to get to your break-even point?
Right, so when I did my sales projections, I got up to about 3,000 subscriptions per month to get me to that break-even point in 8 months. And I started with just about 200 subscriptions, and then just doubled it just about every month.
So will you be looking at a certain geographic area to launch, or will this be across the board?
I'm looking to launch in large cities, so cities with large populations of people of color and who are, in a way, more progressive in wanting and looking for this material. I lived in Washington, D.C. for 6 years, and this was something that was always a topic of a conversation, and so that's why I'm focusing on those communities first, but it will be open to everyone.
Quick last question. Mm-hmm. Will you be working it out with the schools or the parents in the schools?
So I look to start locally here to gain some interest with schools, local libraries, and local agencies to do reading events, not really to really get my name and get the interest out. So to answer your question, yes, and eventually I'm hoping to have an educator branch of the business that focuses just in the classroom.
I find entrepreneurs often underestimate the cost of doing a website and mobile application. What kind of cost structure do you have built into your model for doing that?
So I've been in the process of getting a lot of quotes for the mobile application. I've already built a website that is a low cost, about $30 a month when I add the purchasing option. I've gotten a quote for $15,000 to do the first prototype model for the mobile application from a company based in Washington, D.C. that has a very, very diverse workforce in terms of age, ethnicity, and ability. So that $15,000 to $20,000 comes from that quote for that first prototype. Thank you.